Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are. Hi, Random Sweets. What's your name? We'd love to know your first name. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my scope today. My name's AndreaTabler. And here we go. My name's AndreaTabler, and I am a lifestyle blogger and a business builder over at tablerpartyof2.com, and I love to share on Periscope ways for bloggers and entrepreneurs to learn to monetize. Hi there, welcome, glad you're here. I love to help bloggers and entrepreneurs learn to monetize. We've got these websites, our online businesses, and there's no reason to do it as a hobby when we can actually make it a real business. And so for me, that starts with living a really intentional life, and that is what I've been talking about for the past week or so. Again, my name's AndreaTabler. You can find me at tablerpartyof2.com, where I'm a lifestyle blogger. All right, so today I'm going to share with you some practical steps you can take to start living a more intentional life, because I know all of us want to live an intentional life, but honestly, at times it takes a little bit of effort. It's easy to get caught up in the busyness and the chaos of our everyday life and to miss out on doing the things that really matter to us the most. And so today I just wanted to just share some really practical things that you can do to make sure you're going to be living each and every day with your passion and your purpose. In the last week or so, I've been sharing different signs that are red flags in your life that will help you to understand whether you're not living an intentional life. So if you want to catch those, you can go over to catch.me, catch with a K. Hi, Candy. You can go over to catch.me and catch those, I keep saying catch and catch, those previous scopes where I give you some of the red flags, some of the signs that you can look for in your life that hello, glad you're here, Candy, good to see you. Signs that you can look for in your own life that will help you to understand whether or not you're living with intentionality or whether you are just letting the overwhelm and the chaos of life make your days not count for what you really want them to. Hello, Medora. So glad you're here today. All right, so we're going to jump into our topic this day today, and it's practical steps for you to take to start living a more intentional life. I think that many of us find on a daily basis we might end our day or end our week and we haven't quite accomplished what we wanted to. We haven't done what's most important to our hearts. Lots of times our dreams, our heart's desires. So I have some suggestions for you. And I think the best way to go about this is to get away by yourself for a day. It could just be in a coffee shop. It could be in a park. It could be a little retreat at a hotel overnight. But get away where you are escaping sort of the day in, day out chaos of life. And you just have time to be alone and reflect. And really all you need is a journal or paper and a pencil. And my first suggestion for you on this little getaway with yourself is to write down all your dreams for the future. You know, you can write down dreams that are big, small, dreams that seem doable. Others might seem completely unrealistic right now, but that's okay. Write them down. I think it's important to dream. Just get it all down on pen and paper and just look them over and take some time after you write them down and think about, is there anything else? What else do I want out of my life? What are my dreams? What are my priorities and passions? And get it all down on paper. Then the next step is to write down all your values. Because if you are living for more honor or possessions, the next trip, then chances are you're not feeling like your life is very rewarding, because I think we were all made for more. We were made to live out our passion and to live out a purpose. So write down your values. I'm talking about the ones that you share with others when you are asked. Where would you spend time and resources? Where would you invest if you had more time and more resources? Once you determine where you stand and what your true passions and priorities are, it's easier for you to reallocate your time and to invest your time and your resources into those areas that mean so much to you personally. And it's going to be different for each person. So just take time to really reflect on what's valuable to you. And then today, I'm going to share some more tomorrow, but my last practical step you can take today is to really sit and think about, is there a career or an entrepreneurial endeavor that you would start if you could? And I think it's true for a lot of us. And what I want you to do is oh, hi Trevor, glad you're here today. What I want you to do is to write it down. Write down what it is that you would be doing if you could. And again, it could be sort of unrealistic, or it might be something that seems sort of doable, but get it down on paper. And then I want you to do this. I want you to examine the facts. I want you to think about what's holding you back. Write down what's holding you back, and then examine the facts. First of all, are the obstacles that you've written down, the things that are holding you back, are they real? That's a good place to start. Well, if they are real, then why don't you think about ways that you could overcome the obstacles? It might just take research. It might take investing time in a certain area. It might take an online course or a book. But if there are obstacles, write them down if they're real and start thinking about ways that you can overcome the obstacles. Because a lot of times the obstacles aren't that big, but we just have to be deliberate and take the time to overcome them. Secondly, is the obstacles you face, are they really just educated guesses and you don't really know? Well, then what I want you to do is write down what you need to do to find out the facts. We don't want to be living our life based on what we think or hypothesize are real obstacles. We want to know, is it a real obstacle or is it not? Let's find out what we need to do, what we need to know to determine if it's a real obstacle. Another kind of obstacle sometimes we face is really just an excuse. And that's the worst kind of all. So have any of you all ever had that happen where you feel like it's impossible to overcome some big obstacle in your life, but when you think about it, it's sort of an excuse because maybe it's based on fear in your own mind. And so I really encourage you, if it's just fear, to face it head on. Also, excuses can be really just a lie. If your obstacle isn't really a fact, if it's not true, well, then that makes it a lie. So are you believing something about yourself or about something else that's not true? So this whole exercise is to help you really understand what's standing in the way of you reaching your dreams, because you can reach them. It's just a matter of understanding the path you're going to take to get there. And I think that once you do this exercise, these 3 practical steps, you are going to find that it's a lot easier to take action and to implement plans and tasks into your daily life that will help you to accomplish the goals and the dreams that you have. So, hey, if you have any questions, let me know. Again, in case you got on here a little bit late, my name is AndreaTabler. I'm a lifestyle blogger and a business builder over at Tabler Party of 2. Medora, I have done this exercise, and it's been really, really helpful. For me, I found obstacles in my way were educated guesses, or they were excuses because of fear. And so sometimes I found myself not acting and not moving forward because I was scared of what was next, or I just didn't know what was next. And that's the part where you just have to do research and learn, okay, what's it going to take? The first time I got on Periscope, I was scared to death, and I didn't know how to start it. I didn't know how to stop it. There was fear there. So I just had to research and just go for it. So I know that's just a little example, but I think we can always find out and dig through the facts to find out what we really need to do to reach what we want to accomplish. And, oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Medora. All right. So again, Tabler Party of 2 is where you can find me, and I'd love to hear from you. You can also find me on Facebook and Twitter. If you head over to Tabler Party of 2, you can find My Intentional Life, and it's the tools and the steps I've put together to help myself first and then to help others. I wanted to share it once I figured it out for myself, how to live a life with more intention and more purpose. And so head over there to check that out. Tomorrow I'll be back with a couple of more practical steps that you can take to make sure that you are living a life with intention and with purpose. And I'm so grateful each of you was here. I hope to see you again tomorrow. Have a blessed day.